It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Let's Bet It. Um, Good day yesterday. Real good day yesterday. I had three plays. I put two of them on Twitter. Or on X. I meant to put the third one on X. I just forgot. But all three landed somewhere, whether it was Discord, whether it was on X. 3-0 yesterday. I had the Spark Sun over 167 and a half. That was, I mean, it didn't matter what number you got for that one. You were gonna cash that. That went well north of 170. Um, Aces team total under 82 and a half. I mean, the Fever just tend to play better defense without CC. I mean, that's kind of what they do. I know New York, kind of tore them apart. Those two games that they played in New York, one before the break and one after. But that's the Liberty, man. I mean, they kill everybody. They're chance for a reason. So Ace's offense became stagnant, and they ended up with 70 points. Last one I played, and honestly, I played this for to win a unit when I put it out, but really, man, I went back and played it for two. Went back and played it for two units. The Storm first half 5.5. That was easy money. They ended up winning that game by 1,000. So, good day yesterday, 3-0. We're gonna try to find some more today. Got some looks that I like. I've played one play already, but I have a lot that I'm looking at today. So let's get into it, man. Let's get through a few comments, and then we'll hit this card. AOD, what's up, bro? Yeah, man. If your dog bites you, bite him back, and have a nice day. I've never had to bite my dog's never bit me, but I feel like if my dog bit me, I'll bite his ass back. Like, for real. Like, I'm gonna bite you back. So if you do. Can't stop. What's up, bro? Still not done with this edging. Man, Can't Stop sent me he sent me this video. I really should have put it up. I really should have put it up for you guys to see what this guy does every day. He works on Mercedes-Benz engines. And he sends me these videos of what he sent me a video last night of an engine that he was working on. And I was like, bro, if I see just looking at that engine and all the tubes and parts and everything, it gave me stress. So, man, shout out to Can't Stop, man. He doing the Lord's work, working on Mercedes-Benz engines. Let's get into the card. First game up, Aces at the Lynx. Lynx are laying 9.5 at home. Total is sitting at 162. The Aces back-to-back situation with travel coming off of the loss in Indiana, where they were favorites, 2-point favorites, I believe, going into that one. I've got some thoughts on this game, but I feel like there's a look that I like. I almost played it in the Fever game yesterday, but I just like that team total so much better. But I really think the first half under, I believe it was, let me make doubly sure so I'm not lying to you guys. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that this first half total is where I saw it, or what I thought it was. Yeah, so it's 79.5. It kind of fluctuated between 78.5 and 79.5. But I really like this first half angle, especially with the Lynx typically being a slow starting team. in the first half. They rarely cover in the first half. And even looking at the Aces on the road, I'm going to share my screen real quick on this one. Hopefully you guys can see this. But I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look at, let me scroll up real quick just to make sure. Have they recorded? Okay, they have recorded the okay. So just looking at this over-under record for the Aces in the first half on the road. This is on the road. So we did the home and away splits, as you can see here with the toggle. This was 10-2 yesterday. I feel like this is 11-2 to the under, because I feel like yesterday the first half went under 2. Maybe it just hasn't recorded itself yet on the Money Baller, but 10-2 to the first half under. The Lynx are 8-5 to the first half under, which, like we said before, the Lynx start game slow, which explains their ATS at home it's 6-1, but over the course of the season, it's not very good. So they just start game slow. And then if you look at team total, team totals in the first half, the Aces 6-6, nothing to scream about, nothing to look at there as far as a trend. But if you look at the Lynx, they are 7-4-2 to their first half under as a team. Aces opponents are 8-4 to the under in the first half, and Lynx opponents are 8-5 to the under in the first half. So what this tells me is that the Lynx always play defense at home. If you go back and look at some of their, totals, just in general, they play defense at home, and the Aces play defense on the road. It's weird, but that's what happens. They just can't score on the road either, So all of this, I'm just saying all of this to say I'm leaning heavy toward the first half under 79.5. I just don't think there's going to be a ton of points scored. I think the Lynx are really going to come out on the defensive end and in the first half and really try to put a muzzle on the Aces early is what I think happens. Another interesting look that I was looking at for this game was and everybody knows about the Lynx first half or third quarter spread play that's been a wagon all season. But I'm going to focus more on so my play is the third quarter for -2.5 for the Lynx. But just looking at it at home, they are. So I'm just going to rattle off like the totals from being at home. So, and I'm going from their recent game all the way, back to the beginning of the season. The Sky, maybe it's not. I can't remember what order it's in, but anyway, just hear me out. Third quarter, Sky at home. These are all at home. Outscored the Sky 23-12. Mercury 27-16. Sky 18-15. Valks 28-24. Sun 27-15. Sparks 23-19. Aces 26-13. Sparks is the only one they lost 25-20, but they were up 32 at the half. And that was off of a loss. And then the Lynx had lost their previous game. So they just came and put the Sparks to bed early. And that third and fourth quarter really didn't matter. Mercury 22-15 or 15-22. They lost that one. And the Sun 14-11, Wings 23-22. Those last few were at the beginning of the season. But so the first one in order was the most recent game. So recently, like they've covered this number the last 7 home games. They've covered that 2.5. Um, if there was another look that I would look at it in this game is the third quarter -2.5. If the game script follows itself, if the spark starts slow, this number could be like 3.5 or 4.5 if you bet it live. So 2.5 is a really good look for me. Like I said, I haven't played it yet. Close to the window on it. Close to the window on the first half under first half under 79.5. Player props in this one. I'm not too much of anything on it. I like the sides a little bit more than props in this one. So leaving the props alone. Let's hit a few comments and then we'll hit this next game. Can't stop love the first half under. I'm really close to it, man. I really am. The full game under, I couldn't even talk anybody off of that. The first half for me is what I like the most, but man, can't go wrong with either play. Let's go. Let's hit the next game. Mercury at Liberty. This line is at 6 now. Total is sitting at 171. The Mercury coming off 2 consecutive losses, Liberty coming off 2 consecutive really good offensive scoring games against the Fever, 98 points in each game. But this is double revenge for the Liberty. The Mercury won as 1.5 point faves on June 19th, and then they won outright 106-91 as 11.5 point dogs in New York. So they won 11.5 point dogs, won the game outright by 8 in New York. So I feel like with New York, they've got their team back. I mean, these 2 losses that they have against the Mercury, both of them were without Jonquel Jones, and she's back. She's had a game to kind of work herself back in against the Fever. So I think she could possibly look even better tonight, getting that game under her belt. I had a couple of plays that I actually have a prop in this one that I was looking at, but I actually have a couple of plays that I'm looking at. And the first one is just a spot play. I just feel like the first half 3.5 for the Liberty is an excellent look. I think the Liberty coming off like we just said, double revenge. Beat them outright on their home floor as 11.5 point dogs. I just think the Liberty with this full team, I think they've got a mission. Or not a mission, that's the wrong word. I just think they out for a little bit of blood after, playing lackluster by their standards in the first half of the season, but they're still the best team in the league, if you ask me. And so I just think that, the spot play is Liberty first half -3.5. Another look that I was looking at, the first half total is sitting at 89. Let me make sure that hasn't. Make sure that hasn't moved on me at all. Total. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong game. All right, give me one quick second here. Mercury Liberty half. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so some books it's at 89, and I just feel like that is really high. This is my thought process. I feel like the Liberty double revenge, right? Lost outright last time they played each other in New York. I really think New York comes with the defense on this one, or in this one, especially to start. I just that's my cap on the first half under. I feel like 89 points is are way too many points. If you look at New York's last 6 home games, the first half. So the the Fever games, 88 and 91, is what they scored in the first half in those 2 games, both of those games. But with the Fever and the Liberty, you almost gotta just chalk that in as an over even before the game starts. That's just how they play basketball against each other. But if you look at the previous 4 in the first half total, and this is at home, 73, 82, 85, and 78. And we're getting 89 here at home. I know the pace could be crazy. Um, but I also think that the Mercury are being talked about so much as a title contender or a team that could potentially unseat, New York as a champ. I mean, they've been in that discussion. I think New York really comes to play defense tonight. So the first half under 89 points is a super strong look for me. Um, Also, we talked about the first half, 3.5, the first half under 89. I think you can get 89 on Caesars if you want that under. Um, Brianna Stewart rebounds. I think that's a super sharp play. Um, she's at 6.5. She's played 8 games with Jonquel Jones and Phoebe in the lineup, and she has went under in 5 of them. And I also feel like, especially to start the game, there's going to be some boards. If I feel like there's going to be an under, I feel like there's going to be a lot of boards to start the game, and I think JJ is going to get them. I think Phoebe will get some. I think on the Phoenix side, AT will get some. Grinder's not the best rebounder, but she'll get some. So I think rebounds are going to get eaten up on both sides. And I think that's going to take away from Stewie as far as her rebounds. And plus, they need her to score. They don't need her to rebound or do any of that. She did a really good job of it with JJ out. But I just feel like Stewart is going to, when it comes to the rebounds anyway, I think she's going to be the one that eats the less. So under 6.5 rebounds is the prop look for this game that I've got. Can't Stop thinks the Liberty win today. I think so too. I honestly like them first half and full game. I think their juice is not slowly. It's getting there, and I think this is like this is the come out spot. It's gonna be on TV. They're full strength. Phoenix is coming in, and even though Phoenix has lost a couple of games in a row, I can't fade the Liberty at home, especially when they've got double revenge on their minds, and they're really trying to, make a strong push and get back to the finals. That's the goal, and to win it all. So, yep, Liberty first half -3.5, first half under 89, and Brianna Stewart under her 6.5 rebounds. All right, last one. Wings at Valkyries. Valkyries 4.5 point favorites. Total sitting at 162. I played the under in this one. 162. I feel like some news just came in. Big Billings possibly being out. Kayla Thornton underwent. Yep, her season's over. And Kayla Thornton, her season's over. Let me make sure something here. And Monique Billings is out for this one, so they just, man, this makes my under look a little bit different now. But Monique Billings is out for this game too. I took the under 162. That's something that I've already played. The Valkyries have been off, for for 8 days. Sometimes, the rust factor can set in when a team has been sitting out that long. But I just don't think that's. I think defense is something that doesn't get rusty, and I still, even though Billings is out now, I still feel like this team is going to play really tough defense. The Wings coming off a win, I do not trust them, especially the win that they had on the road against the Storm. Went in as 9-point dogs, won the game outright by 24. So I just think this might be a flat spot for for Dallas. I was looking at the first half, Valkyries first half -2.5. I think they are going to come out. Like I said, I think that everything with them starts at the defensive end, and I think that's how they start the game. Whether they win or not, I don't know, but I feel like just to start the game and coming out, first game in 8 days. It's a Friday night. It's their home crowd is phenomenal. They have probably the best home court advantage in the league. To be honest with you, just being an expansion team. So I feel like the Valks come out. Billings hurts. Like Billings and Thornton, it kind of hurts a little bit, even though Thornton was struggling a little bit leading up to the break. But having both of those players out really hurts. So, like I said, I've already played the 162, played it under, but I really don't have a ton else in this game. I was looking at Enrique under 19.5 rebounds and assists, but who knows? I don't got a ton on this game. Can't stop going back to the Liberty game, playing a team that they previously lost to 4-1 to the under. 3-1 and 1 ATS. That's what I'm saying, man. And this line has came down to 6. It was at 6.5. That's probably something I'm going to get to. But best bets. The play that I've made, I don't know if I like it as much now that Billings is out too. And so I have the 162.5 under for the Valkyries and Wings game. But if I had to give a best bet out that I'm probably going to play and just haven't played it yet, I really like, man, I'm deciding between two. I really like this Lynx and Aces first half under. That's what I really like. It's 79.5. I think the Lynx come out and play defense. The Aces, I mean, you can't trust them. You really can't trust them offensively. They could go to hell at any minute, I feel like. And I think the Lynx are going to come out and play them tough. So first half under 79.5 is a best bet for me. Make sure you follow myself. So at Dropping Dimes, Can't Stop, and GLB on Twitter. Anything that I post or any plays that I make, I'll definitely be posting there after the show. May post them on YouTube. I got to get better about posting my plays on YouTube. Also, Can't Stop's Discord. I've been posting a few plays in there. I'm trying to warm myself back up to Discord. It's just hard for me. But I did go 2-0 posting plays in Can't Stop's Discord. So follow his Discord. He has quite a few good cappers and some good vibes in there. Me and Can't Stop will probably be back on Sunday. He may have, a play tomorrow. I may have a play tomorrow. But our schedules just are kind of different, So if he has a play, I'm sure he will. He'll probably get on here, talk it out with you guys. If I got to play, I'll probably get on here and talk that out with you guys. But we'll both be here together on Sunday. Hopefully, we can get GLB on with us. I know he's got a lot of life stuff just going on. So hopefully we can get him on Sunday. Until then, guys, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Relax, kick your feet up, have fun, enjoy your family. And John Witherspoon's gonna take us home. Peace out, y'all.
If you broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now. I'm going to try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.